Man, I'm feeling rested. I'm feeling rejuvenated. I'm feeling exhausted. It's just how it goes sometimes. I think some of you can relate.
There was one place with kind of a deep roads, right on the southern edge of the forest.
What do you mean, was?
Veil jumpers that found it destroyed the entrance, sealed themselves in, left a note telling us not to enter. We sent a second patrol right up to the debris. They heard laughing for 2 days, then nothing.
Well, that's a problem.
Scary. We're going to do Nev's quest and just get it done and out of the way. That's what I kind of feel like Nev's quests have been. It's just like, let's just get it completed. Which is unfortunate because again, at the beginning of the game, I liked her, but now I just kind of find her rather obnoxious. She has had no character growth so far. Yeah, I'm really feeling good today, but I'm also absolutely exhausted. And that's because I'm rushing so hard to get this army of mine painted for this tournament that I have on Saturday. But by the time this video is going public, it will be the day of the tournament. So, yeah, if you're watching this, I'm at an all-day Warhammer tournament. This is actually my first tournament that I've gone to, which is exciting. All right, what is her quest? Nev has a personal errand in Docktown, but she wouldn't mind company. Cool. I think I'm painting currently like 8 hours a day. I was doing like a normal work day for like 4, but I'm rushing to get this done.
The Minrathous Wall of Light.
A light to remember the dead.
Unless the family lacks mages to keep them lit, or the money for one, then you're left in the dark to Vintir's subtlety. This was Brahms.
Rana's our partner.
His light was out when I got here. I should have been back sooner.
I'll pay respects.
The light drawn echoes back in eternum.
Formalities. He wasn't big on those, but he'd appreciate it. I'm stopping Aelia.
Looks like we had the same idea.
Rana.
He read serials between assignments. Romance. The last one ended on a cliffhanger. He was sure he knew the ending. I never checked if he was right.
He'd like Balara, that's true.
He'd have liked our friend, Balara. She loves those things. Although she expects happy endings.
So did he. At least on the page.
Better chance there than here.
You're not the only one chasing Aelia. I've tracked some of her followers. They aren't quick to talk. Most said I'd be saved soon. But I did get the name of a place. Sanctum Lucanis.
Honest formal name, tied to Elganon. Off to a good start.
You forgot the catch.
It's an old temple. A lost one. If there's a record of its location, I can't find it.
It's more than we had. I can track this down.
And you'll tell me? Look, I know who else you work with, what they might suggest, but what are you going to do?
What I have to.
Docktown needs to see...
What? Magisters who look the other way? Bribed Templars? Venatori who walk?
They see you.
Is that all? Docktown needs protection, not an example.
She's Batman. Look, if Nev turns into the Batman of Docktown, awesome.
Sure.
Would love that. She's like, I'm going to be the hero they need, not the one they want. I was like, I like that. Kind of like that from her. Keep a light on. Okay. Oh, hold on. We'll let them chat.
Perhaps the Deep Roads entrance. Reminds me of Ramesh.
Who's that?
Warden I know. Found some trouble in an old theg and collapsed a mountain on it. Some of the things he said he saw there, though. Your story just reminded me of it.
Oh. Creepy.
Agreed. Yeah, there's a bunch of chests that I still have to get, but we're not doing those yet. Don't need to yet. I guess I'm just gonna keep working my way across, so now we go to Treviso. Get Lucanis' quest done. Oh, actually, maybe I bring Davran for this. He applies Sundered, though. Who detonates Sundered? Harding. No, she applies it. Nev detonates it. Really? Nev is the only one that detonates Sundered? Huh. Look, for this quest, I kind of want to bring... a tank. So I'm going to bring Davrin. Also, yeah, they don't apparently get along, and I think that's funny. So I want to hear some of their chatter back and forth. Potential chatter. We don't know if they'll actually talk. All right, where are we?
Good.
Rescue Katarina.
Past the blight and no one heard our gondola. Where to now?
We go under the bridge.
We aren't going in through a sewer, are we?
No sewers in Treviso. The streets are barely above water as it is. There's a hidden escape route. That's our way inside.
Keep accidentally right-clicking.
Over there.
Yeah.
That's the entrance.
This week has been brutal because, like, I've been trying to paint this army, but there was a whole stage on just about every model because I'm batch painting. I'm doing, like, one step at a time. It saves a lot of time. And one step at a time on all the models. And there was this particular step that I need to do with rust because I'm painting Night Haunt. They got like rusty old weapons because they're ghosts and it's awesome. But there's a special effects paint called Dirty Down Rust that I have ran out of.
Has a secret escape route, and Ilario didn't post a guard on it.
Ilario doesn't know it's here.
Why not?
Katarina didn't even tell me about it. I found it playing here alone as a boy.
And I knew it was going to run out, so I 2 weeks ago had ordered a new one. It was like 2.5 weeks ago, and it got lost in the mail. And it was at the point where one of my buddies in the area, he had some, and he was like, hey, you want to come pick it up? He lives like an hour away, so it's a 2-hour drive just to go get a quarter of a bottle of paint that I might actually use all of. I was like, I'll take you up on it if my tracking doesn't update. And then it updated that day, and I was like, cool, I don't need it anymore. And it finally got here, and then I've been like rushing to get that whole stage done. I got it all done yesterday, all in one sitting. But man, it's like I'm like really rushing to get this army done in time, just because I want to win Best Painted there, and I want to win the tournament. But we'll get there in due time. I'm not too worried about doing well or not at the tournament. Mostly because I'm realistic and know that it doesn't, you know, if it's my first tournament, even though I'm fairly good at the game, I have no expectation of winning. But I want to win at least one game.
Now we'll have to get the whole thing.
So one win is my goal, just to get at least one. But I'm running like a really wild Rube Goldberg machine list where it's just like everything has to kind of play into itself and plays off of itself, and if you don't do it in a specific way, it doesn't work. And I love that kind of thing, and I made the list myself. I've never seen anybody else play it, and you know what? I'm at about an 80% win rate with the list currently as is. It's really hard to deal with. Let's read this. Or Legion Masterwork Linen. Nature guards its deepest blues in the sheen of wings and dark water. When a crow cannot suffer the common drab of shadow, only the finest Orlesian linens will serve. Yeah, basically I'm running, you know, when it's all painted, so it'll be after this episode. It'll probably be the next episode. I'll show you a whole picture of the whole army. It looks really rad, and I'm rushing through it. I'm not doing it at my best quality. I'm just trying to get it done. But I'm very happy with how it looks. And I get to run 2, which if you play Age of Sigmar, you know what? You know. I get to run 2 black coaches, which are like it's a coach with like spectral horses and whatnot. It's huge. 2 is insane. And I'm using a 1 3D printed version of it, which is like got these like big old creepy ghasts as the horses. It looks so freaking cool. Because I was going to buy $250 models just for this random list that may not work in a week, you know? Because an update is coming out to the balance next week. And I'm just really enjoying it. You get 2 of them and just a bunch of Reapers.
Did they mention an older woman?
Katarina.
Katarina must be a difficult prisoner.
And the idea is you have to keep all of those, like, just a giant horde of Reapers around the coaches to to provide a buff, but that has to be within 6 inches, and then I have another leader that has to be within 12 inches, and I have all these other things that have to be within 6 or 12 inches. So it's like you got to play everything off of each other, and it's so cool when it works, and it's just impossible to defeat.
Welcome to Villa de la Morte.
So I'll let you guys know how the tournament goes. House business. See that all matters relating to the accounts are sent through me. As much as we may wish for her guiding hand and not mine, I will not see my grandmother's house fall to ruin. Ilario.
Smells like dust and linseed oil. Don't say that when Katerina is in earshot.
I'm gonna get a chest. You know what? It just dawned on me that the animations for opening those chests, while they are fantastic and I love opening chests, kind of reminds me as if, like, what if the game had loot boxes? Like, that's the kind of animation you'd get every time you opened a loot box. That's what it feels like to me. Makes me wonder if they're just reusing an animation from an old idea. Because they did have a whole multiplayer idea for this thing. That would be a shame. If they're like, oh, here's all these loot boxes.
The last person you will ever see.
Freaking Lucanis is the best. The last person you'll ever see. His one-liners are way better than mine. Thanks, Stavrin. I'm trying here, buddy. Because I'm facing the wrong direction when I shoot that arrow.
Where are the next?
360 no scope. Oh, that's great. I actually don't need that potion. Ooh, there's a thingy over there. Wait, what? Where's that chest? How do I get to that chest? There's definitely a chest up there. I can see it. But how do I get over there? Oh, there's a door on the other side. Okay, I'm assuming we just go the other way through there. Also, how funny is it that we're just like looting this mansion? That's what it is. This could be far more linear, but no, I'm just gonna loot everything. Folk art, rocking griffin. Rocking griffins are popular with children who like to pretend to be wardens of old. This crude weapon is branded TR, the mark of an unknown but well-traveled self-taught maker. That's cool. Moving on. I'm not sure if this is the way I need to go, but there's a chest and there's a door. Whoa, hello there. What happened there? Why was I having to recover? That was odd. Where'd you go, buddy? I find it interesting that all these enemies are elite. It's not necessary, it's just slowing the whole quest down because there's really not much else to do outside of pushing forward and looting everything. Man, I cannot hit this guy in the head. I keep hitting him like in the arm. There we go. Bad executioner. Die. I don't have any wombo combos with my team. Maybe I should have brought Nev.
They made themselves comfortable, but we'll get them out.
We leveled up. Let's go ahead and put that skill point in. I don't remember which one I was going to put in. It was over here, wasn't it? It was like this one? Any 3 or more enemies with an area ability grants enhanced damage. I mean, yeah, that's like freaking good. This one was damage versus armor is also really good. Primers are 20% more effective. Hunter's Focus. While charging your bow, press middle mouse button. Spends momentum to temporarily sharpen your focus, slow down time, let you aim with heightened accuracy. Aiming while airborne automatically triggers Hunter's Focus. Interesting. Huh. You do get to just like 360 no scope. But I kind of like the armor doing that for me because I don't even have to worry about it. Let's go with this bonus. Get that enhanced damage anytime I do an area ability, which is all the time, as it turns out. Mask of the First House. Every crow house contributed a feather to this delicate mask, or so it is claimed. One feather, one house has been removed. A single drop of blood marking the absence. Can I just jump off this? Oh, no, there was that thing of gold. That's fine. It's just gold. I don't need it. We'll leave it behind. I'm not running back up there to waste
You
time.
lived here.
Ilario and I both did, until we were 18.
What about your parents?
Killed by a rival house. We would have ended up with Katerina anyway, to train.
Mask of, what did it say? Mask of Tarenti. Blight Ender. Excuse me. A symbol of how crows always make their point, if not the kill. Wardens drive the last blade, but ask Endoral's secret. Ask Endoral's secretly severed tendons to whom the contract is owed. I got it. Whew, that was hard to read. English. It's the worst. Grab that. I know there's loot over here. It probably gets up to that chest. Mask of all talons. A mask of vengeance. A mirror to the sorrow we screamed at the world when we revealed our talons and made their will known. Before contracts, killing was the message. I kind of like that line. Goodness. This feels like quite the... Oh, there was a door here this whole time? It goes back up there, right? Yeah. This feels like quite the maze.
More trouble.
Yeah, more trouble. Alright, fine. Can't believe I whiffed on a guy that's standing still. Ooh, hello there.
First the blight comes to my city, and now you want my house?
Wow, why do I suck so bad at shooting these guys in the head? There we go. I just wanted his magic off. Oh, and I didn't even get it. Oh, the guy didn't get it. Ow. There we go. Do this. Give me that enhanced damage. Man, Lucanis is so cool.
No Venatori leave this house alive.
Mask of the Last Talon. The mask is itself a standing contract to be worn by the last crow, stripped, sharp, and golden, or striped, sharp, and golden. It is the last message the crows will send should Antiva fall. That's a cool, like, little heritage thing they got going on with that. I like that. The crows are rad. There's no doubt about it. Family tree. A long line of De La Morte family members. Lucanis' name has been crossed out and replaced with an angry scrawl. Demon. They're not happy about that whole demon nonsense, huh? I mean, who would be? But it also seems like a, you know, like a scapegoat. A lot of scapegoating when it comes to politics. All right, let's do this without failing again. Oh my goodness, team. Walking in front of me. Loot there. No? Okay, I can open this up to the balcony. Give me that chest. Corvid Calling Mask. +9. No. That ain't it. Oh no, don't jump down. Damn it. I gotta run all the way back up there to go the other way. The auto vaulting off of a sprint is really annoying. Like going over that stupid couch. Or me almost falling up here when I was running around the balcony. Weirdly enough, this balcony reminds me of doing like old vanilla style World of Warcraft dungeons. Where things would be like on a balcony and then enemies would knock you off of it. Stuff like that. That's what it felt like there. But what the heck?
Family rooms are up ahead. First her, and then we find what we seek.
Dark. It feels like I missed out on something downstairs. Right? Like, I'm fairly certain... What is with all this vaulting? I'm fairly certain I can get in this door. And this isn't where I'm supposed to go. Hey, you. Goodness. Oh, we got a demon. Kill the mage. How did that not headshot? There we go. Get Rex on. Ah, now everything else is way easier to kill. Or not if I don't actually hit anything. I will say I'm very tempted to try a full melee build. Because I feel like my aiming has gotten worse as we've gone on with this game. I would say like 1 in 20 shots actually are like well aimed. The rest of them are just kind of flicking them off. Vulnerability to necrotic damage is increased by 50%. Huh. I mean, that's pretty good. That extra stagger is nice. Attack my target applies vulnerability to necrotic. You know what? Let's give him that. That's a pretty nice weapon. All right, now we can go upstairs. Well, not that way. This way. It's definitely a bit of a maze here, but I feel like I did a pretty good job of getting everything scouted out. Although I assumed that way. What? Where am I? This isn't where I was before, is it? I don't think so. Get off my booty. This guy's annoying. And I can't apparently hit him with any kind of stagger. It's actually kind of annoying that I can't stagger him. Okay, team, come on now. Please. Do something to him. They're just like standing there watching me. There we go. Okay, so I can't even get in that door? Where the hell am I? Where does this go? Oh. Okay. What? Where does this go? How did I get in here? I'm so lost. Oh, right. Okay. This is that library that we were in. Normally, my sense of direction is like impeccable, but that was really disorienting. I'm not sure how I ended up where I did. But apparently, oh my goodness, with the stupid vaulting, stop. Is there an option to turn off auto vault? I kind of want to. It reminds me of playing Mass Effect 2 and 3, where like, especially 3, oh my, 3 was the worst. Where you're like getting stuck in cover because you're like sprinting. You're like, no, stop. Don't do that. Oh, another game that did that really poorly was The Division. Constantly getting stuck in cover. Having a hard time getting out just to get away from enemies that are about to punch you in the face. Get wrecked, son.
Katerina. Lucanis.
Oh, she's alive.
Poor boy.
No time to talk. Now, we'll get you to safety.
We'll escort you someplace safe before we go after Ilario.
You'll do no such thing. There's no time for heroic nonsense.
Heroic nonsense saved your grandson and is rescuing you now. I won't let Ilario do more damage.
Go. I'll meet you in the opera house.
Oh, don't die on us. How stupid would that be?
I hope she can keep herself safe.
Welcome to House de la Muerte, Rook.
Is she gonna like attack people with like a flip flop, a sandal? That's what I see in my head. Crow business, an old You know what? Maybe it's my just like my history, because I was born and raised in California and I lived there for 18 years. So there's a particular image that I have in my head of a how do I say this without being offensive in any way? Of a Latino mom and it involves sandals and flip-flops smacking kids around. An old piece of correspondence recently crumpled. We will not bicker like children. Where a blade is poised to strike, we will press it through the vein. Where a goblet has been poured, we will lace it through with poison. The talents will act as one on this matter, and Antiva will be free. Man, I enjoyed my time when I was a kid. Like, we had great friends. Where am I supposed to... Oh, that's the door I just came in. And they...
Do you have a plan to deal with Ilario?
No?
Lucanis?
I'm
Yeah.
working on it. The
Okay.
traitor deserves no mercy.
Cool. Yeah, like I'm a white guy. I'm a privileged white guy. Let's call it as it is. But you know what? I loved being a kid, being like my first 18 years of life, because so many of my friends were Latino, and I got exposed to culture that I would not have otherwise, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. And I loved all my friends growing up. That was awesome. Where am I supposed to go? There's just like another loot area down here. They've like made this area so expansive. Okay, that's where I'm supposed to go, apparently. I see the quest marker over there, so don't go this way. Go look in the gardens. Because maybe there's some loot. Or maybe I'm wasting my time. Which is, if we're being honest, more likely. What's this? Nothing I can break. So it ain't nothing. Loot over there. And over here. Seriously, why have this giant open space? There we go. For some heartwood. And some gold. Nailed it. Not worth it at all. Whatever. Kind of feels like AI generated this level. You know? I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where it's like way too open. And some of the structural elements just don't make any sense. Like, why was there just like a random open doorway with a chest in it? Nothing else? Actually, I kind of wonder. That kind of gets me curious. Like, we're gonna find out in 10 years that a bunch of games that we all played had a lot of procedural AI generation in it that was not clear to us at the time. And I could absolutely see some of the level design in Dragon Age being that case. I'm not claiming that is the case, right? I'm not throwing shade on the developers. I'm sure the level designers did great.
This is it. Get ready.
But I'm just saying,
have a plan now, right?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Plans are involved.
Like, if someone told me that, I'd be like, yeah, okay, makes sense. There were some weird level design choices.
Katerina's death was a tragedy. But to get Lucanis back from the dead, only to lose him to a demon. For me, it is a deep, personal loss.
Is this the end of his quest? I'm thinking it might be.
So, I take the mantle of First Talon with a heavy heart. But the crows could rise from the ashes. With our new allies, the Venatori, we could reclaim Antiva over my dead body. That can be arranged.
Cheering. All right, get the pennant.
You cannot overpower us both.
Yeah.
Now you fall.
I'm gonna be honest. I kind of wish this wasn't a boss fight, and we just got to let Lucanis do his thing.
honor your alliance.
Because it kind of feels like it's stealing his moment away.
My Rantium is here.
There was okay. This is gonna be a weird connection here, but you'll understand in a second.
I'm ending it.
It'll be kind of like during the Cold War when the Berlin Wall fell. Someone had asked Reagan, like, well, are you gonna go to Germany and like talk and make a speech? And he said, why would I do that? This is a German moment, not an American moment. We're not gonna make it about us.
You're in for a surprise, Ilario.
And so that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Like, why are we making it about us? This is his moment to shine. I feel like he could easily take Ilario. That's kind of the point. He doesn't need his older brothers coming in and helping, right? Just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. All right, let's just blast. Oh. Use your own knife. Run that down, blast him off. That's not what I wanted to do, but you know what? It killed him, so I'll take it. All right, can we do some taunt and buff us, please? Thank you. Get that extra damage for that headshot.
This isn't over.
Oh, I shot at Lucanis. They all kind of look the same. In that darkness, all of the crows are just kind of moving the same way. They're all very fancy. All right, can you buff us again, buddy? That'd be great. No. This. Really? More mages?
An abomination. Who used to be somebody.
All right, let's toss this out here. Oh, how was that not a headshot? I know it was a long bomb, but come on. Okay, sure. I think you killed him. Whee! Alright, let's buff us. Taunt. Just like absolutely destroyed him with shooting him in the back of the skull. I mean, 5k damage on a shot is really good. No.
What are you waiting for, cousin? Finish what you start. I already did. What am I ever going to do that is worse than this? On your knees, in front of every house.
Get up, Ilario.
Katerina, thank the Macon.
No one from House de la Morte kneels.
Mierda. What am I supposed to do with this idiot?
He tried to kill you and got you imprisoned.
The Treviso blighted Lucanis must protect the crows at any cost. He won't shows Ilario for forgiveness. Good.
Too much to forgive. But he's still all I've got. Viago, lock him up.
You think you can put me away? That is not your decision, is it? Caterina is still first talent.
Enough, Ilario. Lucanis is first talent now.
Yeah.
His decision stands.
You're lucky he didn't cut your throat.
Lucanis looks so cool in his coat.
Welcome home, my boy.
A toast to the new first Talon.
To Lucanis!
wonder what it would be like having the background of a crow in the game. Like, what does that change about this whole thing? Duelist coat. It's okay.
Shall we make a discreet exit?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm ready, but are you sure? They're celebrating you.
I have other plans for the evening.
But that's not the end of his quest, right? Because we still got to figure out this whole demon thing. Though maybe
Really?
spite will go away.
You came all the way back here for coffee. The stuff in your villa wasn't good enough.
It's better if I make it myself. And I wanted some quiet.
So, first Talon of the Crows, huh? Does that mean you'll be leaving us?
No. We have a contract. Besides, she may have stepped down, but there's no stopping Katerina from giving all the orders. I still cannot believe she did that.
How do you feel?
Are you holding up okay? After, you know, Ilario and your grandmother and everything.
I wouldn't call it okay, exactly. Fucking Ilario.
Do you regret putting him in prison?
No, not with Treviso in such chaos. The last thing I need is my full cousin causing more. Let Ilario sit and think on his mistakes. It may do him good.
I was surprised you spared him at all, really.
So was I. But I don't have a lot to lose. What there is, Ilario, Katerina, Nev. This team. I'm not giving that up.
Okay, sure. I don't blame him. We are pretty awesome. Murder of Crows. As Ilario declares himself first Talon and prepared to hand the Crows over to the Venatori, Lucanis burst in and challenged him. The cousins battled it out before an audience of Crows, and when Lucanis stood triumphant, he ordered Ilario imprisoned. Damn right he did. Thanks for the help. New missives. Rook and Tosh. Irulan says your team took down the Fang Scorcher. Leaf and I were the Veil Jumpers getting civilians out of the area, but we're used to dealing with demons angry at old magic, not dragons angry at interlopers. We hunkered down as best we could, but she would have gotten to us eventually if you hadn't drawn her away and defeated her. We haven't seen any further sign of autumn activity in Arlethan, but we'll keep our eyes open. In the meantime, we're helping some villagers rebuild safely. Thanks for the help, Garrick and Leaf of the Veil Jumpers. Is there any more? I don't think there was. Cool. Now what? Well, we finished all those, right? Davrin wants to talk to us. Bell wants to talk to us. Tash and Emmerich have a conversation. But then we need to go to Hall of Valor and see if we can do this other Grey Warden's Final Repose quest. I doubt it, though.